Hello, now that the files are being correctly loaded in the user interface, we are going to create two columns in order to show the results. So I'm going to create call1 and call2 variable and access st columns components from stringlets. The code means that the available space on the screen will be divided into two columns of the same width, two parts for the first column and two parts for the second. Now let's access the first column with call1, and now we are going to create an input box for the user enter a question. Enter your question. Then we are going to create a button, st button. The caption will be sent and type primary. Key parameter means a unique identifier to the text input, and primary means the style of the button. Now we are going to implement an if statement. If send and query, if the button is clicked and the user fill in something on the query component, we are going to create the response and agent logs. Now we are going to call async.io. It is this importation at the beginning of the file. We call run function, run agent, and we send the query as parameter. Now we are going to show the result. st markdown. We are going to print the response and another markdown with the response returned by the algorithm. After the response, we are going to show the agent steps. Print some separators with st expander agent steps. It means the logs of the agent. And we are going to visualize using the code component from stringlet. In the first column, we will be asking questions to the PDF file. Now let's implement the second column. If st session state.df is not known, we are verifying the df variable. So we create a data frame component from stringlet, and we get from the session the df variable. Then we create an st expander, and we show the quick insights or the document summary. Expanded equals true. Then we can write a message st session state dot summary. Just a reminder that the summary when we upload a CSV file is the 500 first rows. And at the end, we are going to implement an else statement. It is related to this if. All this code is executed when the user uploads a file. Otherwise, we are going to show a message using stinfo component. Please upload a file to continue. Now let's create the final version of the file. I'm going to use an grok to run the application. We have the message, please upload a file to continue. Let's test with the annual financial report, analyzing documents, and here we have the document summary. On the left, we have the first column, and on the right, the second column. This is the summary after calling the function that analyzes the document. Now we can ask questions. For example, what are the company's expenses? Here is the response, and we can also visualize the agent steps. See that it has called Doc Search Tool. Now let's try another one. What are the company's incomes? Here is the response as well as the log. Now let's try with the CSV file, cash flow, analyzing documents, and instead of showing the summary, we have a stringlet data frame with the first rows of the document. And now we can ask some questions. For example, what is the total revenue for March? When running this query, we are calling the tool that interacts with pandas. So here we can visualize the pandas instructions. And at the top, the total revenue. That's all for this lecture, where we have finished the implementation of the financial project. See you next time!